so here's an update on some things I had planted, and I have planted some other things. So I have some lettuce in here that I just planted. My daughter's strawberries, she has 2 that have started sprouting, and they have just sprouted today. Some of my lavender is starting to sprout, and then this one isn't quite as much as my other. My onions have started to sprout, and I kind of went a little crazy with the planting, so I am having to keep thinning those out. Her marigolds have sprouted. She has 2 sunflower plants, which she's going to have to put in a different container. I planted sweet basil, let's see, yesterday or day before yesterday maybe, and some parsley. My lemongrass has started to come up, which is really weird. I've never grown lemongrass or seen anybody grow lemongrass. I've planted, and I'm sure of this, actually just 1 seed for the lemongrass, 1 seed, but this cup has got so many little like sprouts, so I don't know if that's how like the seed works, like if it spreads out, or I don't know. This one just has 1 little sprout, and then this has 2. My early girl, or early bird, I don't know, early girl I think is what they're called, tomatoes have just started coming up as of a few days ago. And then in that I have my strawberries and my black tomatoes. Yeah, I think that's all that's in there at this point. It's the strawberry and the black tomatoes that I'm trying to get to sprout. So that is an update. Most of the original stuff, except for the strawberries, my strawberries, have sprouted, and the type of strawberries that I did plant can take up to like 14 to 20 some days to show up. So, and then I did decide to do some spinach, and it hasn't been planted that long, maybe 5 or 6 days, so I'm hoping we get some spinach in this as well. So that's pretty much everything I have planted. I'm hoping to have the 2 hanging pots of lavender, some onions, and next time I'm going to plant my onions in a little bit better of a container probably. And then I didn't even put like but half the amount of dirt, and then this one for the lettuce I filled it completely with dirt, but I don't know, that was literally the first thing I planted, so I'm just getting the hang of this. And then hopefully we get a couple strawberry plants, like the seasonal kind for my daughter, and hopefully I get some everbearing from my seeds. And then we've got, hopefully these 3 tomatoes do well and stay healthy, and then I have 3 or 4 of the black tomatoes in here that hopefully we get 2 or 3 plants from. And then I have the sun golden, like the little yellow cherry tomatoes, I'm gonna also hopefully try to get 2 or 3 tomato plants from, but they still have not shipped yet, so I'm waiting for those to get here. And yeah, that's everything. I don't know how the sunflowers will transplant. I will let my daughter just put some seeds straight into the ground as it gets a little bit warmer. We're having weather right now that's upper 60s, 70s, and even starting to get to the 80s. The nights aren't getting below 53, 55, so a lot of this I am leaving outside in the evening, except for the plants that need to be kept a little bit warmer, like the tomatoes, I think, and I think the strawberries as well, although certain types of strawberries can get colder, but maybe not, maybe as plants, not quite as sprouts. This clip is the same day as my original video about my seed starting. I wanted to just show you my light setup in the house. I ran out of room, so I basically just have one of my dining room chairs sitting there, and I have a little bit more room here, and I'll be adding another one of these next week right there. And this is just basically my light setup for in the house. And I do use it a little bit because I am only currently able to put them out for maybe 4 to 5 hours a day outside right now, just depending on how warm it is. And some days they can get 6 hours probably outside, but then there's other days where the high is only 55, 60, where it's not as warm fast enough really. So I've got these lights kind of set up in here to help with the growing and once they sprout. So yeah, this is my light setup, and I'll get back to the update video. And we do want to clean up this area over here. It's when we bought our house 2 years ago, and we have been working on it ever since. Like, the outside, the inside, everything was a mess. It was rented before we bought it, like rented out, and then the people were evicted, and then it was completely unused for a whole year. So it was pretty disgusting. Like, our backyard was not even usable. My daughter left her shovels. I need to like rake the grass off. We had quite a storm last night, and the storm didn't knock my daughter's slide over. She just thought that was fun. And so we still have like really funky stuff over here from construction that we've done all this time, and we've made the backyard usable now. And then I do have and underneath I want to paint that concrete, and the porch is not all painted, and we didn't even get it all painted, and I kind of already need to redo it. So hopefully this year I'm going to get that done before the baby comes. But this summer I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit in the next like month or so, and I'm going to let my daughter plant a bunch of flowers and different stuff and see if she can grow those over there. And we have like a dry creek bed that goes all the way up through here because we have really terrible drainage problems. So we put that in last year, and that seems to be helping. Although I do have like the onion type grass that's like growing all through here now, and then I have a little bit of it like through there and down there. Like, this backyard never hardly grew grass just because of the drainage and that different kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing that. She's going to be planting all sorts of different flowers, that kind of stuff over there, and hopefully we had a little bit of that stuff over there because that is not taken care of either next door. So hopefully we can get our backyard by the end of the summer looking decent. And I've got a lot of stuff I need to do with this backyard before the baby comes in July. So I don't know how much I'll be able to do afterwards, after my baby's born. So yes, hopefully we can make this backyard look a little bit prettier with flowers and that kind of thing.